What you're looking at is what's the cash flow, period. What's the cash flow? What is your annual return on the money that you have invested? Then you can measure that against, well, what's available in your market that you're looking at? What can you go buy to get a better return? So that's a simple equation. So you look at, okay, this is what our return is on these properties with the cash we have invested. If we're going to go sell these, we're going to have a certain amount to invest. Can we buy something and get a better rate of return than what we currently have on these properties? The big thing is if you've got equity that's untapped. But your other option is to get a line of credit secured by the equity in the house. It's not a refinance, it's a line of credit. So you can use it, pay it back, use it, pay it back. Some lenders will look at your whole portfolio and give you a line of credit on the whole thing so you can use it to get more properties, and some of them will give it to you one at a time. So get a line of credit. You have the equity that you can use. It's not going to give you 100%, but they'll give you 80% of it. So you have some that you'll be able to go out there and use and do some things with. And then you can look at what can we buy and what is that return? If we sell the properties, we get X amount of cash. What's the return on that versus what is our return now? And then the caveat is you've got trapped equity. So you'd have to look at, can we unlock that equity and put that to work too? So that's how you want to look at that. You could even go to them and say, hey, can we refinance this and extend, get a bigger line of credit? So you just have to ask the question. You just have to ask the bank. Can't tap equity. Then you need to say, okay, now we have X amount invested. Here's what our return is. If we could go use that somewhere else, and then you got to make that decision because you're going to have to do a 1031 exchange. Otherwise, you're going to pay capital gains. You don't want to pay that and then reinvest it in another property. If you've got enough inventory, then you can become your own lender and then you're making 10% on the money. At the end of the day, what I would focus on first before you really do anything is just say, hey, if we sold these, took the money, can we buy anything else that's going to give a better return? That's an easy thing to solve for.